Hey, my name is Luke, and here are my top 5 favorite video games, at least as of recently. Starting with number 5, I've got to say Fortnite. This is fairly recent because I've spent my whole life ridiculing this game. But I started last chapter, and Epic is just constantly updating it. It's a game I don't have to take too seriously. I can play with the community, both locally, online. Not to mention, they just added Lego mode and racing and all sorts of stuff, and they're just giving the people what they want. Number 4 has to probably be Red Dead 2. This is a game that I'm not necessarily, it's a little bit out of my comfort zone. I just really enjoyed it. For 2018, that was probably my game of the year when it came out. It just pleasantly surprised me, and I keep going back to it thinking man, I gotta go replay that. Number 3 is a toss-up between the Spider-Man game on the PS4 and the new Spider-Man 2. Both of them had incredible stories. The story was great, the exploration was great, both in 1 and 2. The beat 'em up, mechanics, tossing gadgets out, webbing people to walls. It's just all around fun. Number 2 on my list is Tunic. Tunic was another pleasant surprise. If you're a Zelda fan, this is like a love letter to Zelda fans. But loading in, not knowing what's going on, you can't even read signs because it's in another language, and just the amount of discovery that you come across in that game, you know nothing, and you're slowly piecing everything together. The only thing you're locked behind really isn't based off of the gadgets you find or the weapons you have. It's literally just knowledge. Once you learn something, you can discover something that's always been there from the start. I 100%ed that game, but my number 1, again, this is going back to my community. This is going back to just nostalgia. I'm gonna say overall the Halo franchise, specifically Halo 3. I have a lot of good memories in Halo 3, just from the multiplayer, the first time ever playing online and just getting wiped. But the old school LAN parties, people bringing their big tube TVs over to a friend's house and setting up, and those Halo 3 maps on multiplayer were some of the best maps. There you have it. That's my top 5.